we have news. Let's go to more news from the Golden State Warriors, but before that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Warriors need new great players and a roster overhaul could happen at the trade deadline. Which player is being pursued by the Warriors? Cameron Johnson has had great performances in attack and defense, and is becoming an effective and complete player. Kuminga's recent ankle injury adds a layer of uncertainty to whatever trade buzz remains around him. Trade talks involving the 22-year-old were deafening earlier this season, but things have been quieter of late. The trade: Jonathan Kuminga, Gary Payton II, Kevin Looney, Gue Santos, a 2027 first-round pick, top 3 protected, and a 2026 second-round pick, via ATL, to the Brooklyn Nets for Cameron Johnson and Day'Ron Sharpe. If the Warriors trade Kuminga, that's still a big if, but he is about to enter the thorny world of restricted free agency. They'll only do it for a difference maker. So, do they think Johnson qualifies? He really hadn't worn that label before, but he's on the cusp of averaging 20 points on 50/40/90 shooting while playing serviceable defense. Even if the Warriors don't buy these numbers in their entirety, they could see the 28-year-old making an impact as a high-end 3-and-D wing, while Sharpe could energize the center spot with his activity on the glass. The Nets reportedly want multiple first-round picks for Johnson, per Stein. That feels like an ambitious ask, but maybe not in this seller's market. While this deal wouldn't technically deliver that, it might do one better by delivering a lightly protected first and a potentially valuable second along with a possible building block in Kuminga. It's salary filler after that, but that might be enough if Brooklyn is fully sold on Kuminga's potential. The 6 feet 8 inches, 210-pound swingman is an elite athlete even by NBA standards, and he has shown flashes of being a go-to scorer and disruptive, do-it-all defender. Warriors' frustrating rotation strategy is leaving them painfully vulnerable. With Kevin Looney seeing reduced minutes, the Warriors' small ball bench rotation is becoming painfully outmatched against opposing big men. After 2 solid wins against the Philadelphia 76ers, 139-105, and the Memphis Grizzlies, 121-113, the Golden State Warriors had a rotten outing against the Sacramento Kings, losing 129-99 and being thoroughly outpaced throughout the game. While the Warriors were on the second night of a back-to-back, providing some explanation for their slow-footedness, the Kings, missing star guard De'Aaron Fox, dominated on both ends of the floor. The fast-paced, ball-movement-led offense the Warriors employed against the 76ers and Grizzlies fell flat, with the Kings interrupting passing lanes and disrupting drives to the rim. While the starters have struggled at times, the Warriors' bench has so far been the second highest scoring one in the league, behind the Memphis Grizzlies. Yet, their ineffectiveness in recent games has exposed a vital flaw in the Warriors' structure. Warriors' small ball strategy continues to frustrate. While the Warriors beat the Memphis Grizzlies handily, the outright score does not tell the whole story. This iteration of the Warriors' offense, at its best, relies on dominant performances from Steph Curry and, now, Dennis Schroeder. The dynamics of the Warriors' backcourt, including off-ball cutting, screens, and the pick-and-roll game, are integral to a high-performing Warriors team. Therefore, when the Warriors' backcourt meshes well together, as they have done in 2 of the past 3 games, the Warriors' offense clicks. Yet, the Warriors still struggle to capitalize during their bench minutes, led by Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield. Although this Warriors team has an unusual number of rotation-capable players, its true lack of depth has been exposed by the recent injuries to Brandon Podziemski and Gary Payton II. While the Warriors starters outplayed the Grizzlies, their bench, following the Kuminga injury, struggled to keep up. This was in part due to Steve Kerr's insistence upon a small ball lineup in those minutes. In the game against the Grizzlies, not a single Warriors bench player posted a positive plus-minus, and the Warriors almost allowed the Grizzlies back into the game multiple times as a result. A reduction in Kevin Looney's minutes have resulted in the Warriors relying on the likes of Kyle Anderson and Moses Moody to guard opposing teams' big men at times, while also forcing veteran forward Draymond Green to play significant minutes as a small ball five. Both the Grizzlies and the Kings capitalized upon this by staggering Zach Edey's and Domantas Sabonis' returns to the floor accordingly. Against the Grizzlies, this trend was augmented by the presence of Jay Huff in the non-Edey minutes. While neither big man posted dazzling scoring numbers for the game, their ability to effectively eliminate the paint as an option for the Warriors' offense and dominate the rim on the other end simply neutralizes a large part of Golden State's scoring ability. While Looney has only posted a 0.5 defensive box plus-minus this season, his mere presence and length in the paint could stabilize some of these issues. Yet, even in the starting lineup, Tracy Jackson-Davis does not provide enough physicality, being outgunned by the likes of Joel Embiid, Sabonis, and other big men in recent games. What the Warriors need, truly, is a physical big man who can simultaneously space the floor and provide presence in the paint, moving Jackson-Davis to the bench where he would provide an anchor of the fast-moving, Kuminga-led offense. Former Warriors wing reveals reason behind regretful championship-costing move. Jazz at Suns NBA game recaps for January 11, 2025, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Next. Stay. Life is full of sliding door moments, and that's particularly the case for NBA journeymen whose role and success can so often be determined by the team and situation they're in. For former Golden State Warriors wing Kent Bazemore, there may be no bigger sliding doors moment than 2021 free agency. After starting his career with the Warriors in 2012, Bazemore returned for a second stint with the franchise during the 2020 offseason. The veteran had a slow start to the 2020-21 season, but became Stephen Curry's backcourt partner as an impactful starter to close out the year. Kent Bazemore has revealed the reasoning behind his departure from the Warriors. Golden State closed the season strong with a 15-5 record over their last 20 games. Given that form and the fact Bazemore averaged over 30 minutes and shot 37.5% from three-point range in the final 10 games, one could have assumed the Warriors would have been eager to bring back the then 32-year-old, particularly given Klay Thompson was still slated to miss the first half of the following season. But as Bazemore recently revealed on the Three in the Paint podcast, the Los Angeles Lakers were far more aggressive in trying to land him in free agency in contrast to Golden State trying to bring him back. My agent at the time didn't really feel like Golden State was being proactive as they should have been. The Lakers were blowing us up, we getting calls every half an hour, Bazemore recalled. The decision to depart for the Lakers may have cost Bazemore an NBA championship, with it quickly becoming a regretful decision within the first 20 games. He started the first 13 games for Los Angeles, but struggled to have an impact with only 2 games of more than 9 points. The Warriors meanwhile started Jordan Poole in the vacant shooting guard spot, leading to drastic improvement from the young guard and an astonishing 18-2 start for a team that had missed the playoffs the previous season. We, Lakers, started the season off pretty ********************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************************** Not only did the Warriors go on to win the 2022 NBA title, but the free agency decision may have been a career-ending one just as much as a championship-costing move. After those first 13 games as a starter, Bazemore would go on to play just 26 more games with the Lakers over the remainder of the season. He has since failed to earn another NBA contract after 10 years in the league.